going one way or the other.
Yes.
And it's too late to present it to God. So we have to get ourselves together to make sure that we're ready for the war.
Yes, sir.
The war is going on around us every single day, whether it affects you, your family, your church family, your job, whatever it is. We at war, y'all. We at war. And we are the ones who hold the key to the victory. It's not the police. It's not the politicians. It's the ones, it's the Davids of the world today. That say, how dare you defy the living army of the God, of our God.
Yes, sir.
We sat back and now we complain about what the Supreme Court doing when over 1 million homosexual and lesbians marched on Washington, D.C. And what did we do? While they marched and was ready for war, we sat back and watched. And now complain.
Right.
And we say, God will never let that happen. We shouted in the church, tore up the chairs, ripped up the carpet, hurt my back catching you from falling.
Come on now.
While the enemy was marching. And we saw it and did nothing. That's not war. That's not war. Complacent folk don't sit back. They go to war.
Right.
David didn't wait for Goliath to come to him. He ran to slay him.
Yes, sir.
What are we going to do today? What are we going to do today to prepare ourselves for war? If we don't change our minds, if we don't present ourselves holy and acceptable, and that covers a lot of things. We try to nitpick and point and say, what you're doing is wrong. What you're doing is wrong. But what do we do in the confines of our own home?
Right.
What do we do at the job?
Yes, sir.
If I need a job, why won't you let me come work with you? What you doing on the job site that you don't want me to see?
Right.
Why is it that somebody that's been employed with the same company for 5-10 years have no standing to be able to recommend you to come walk through the door? Where they say, oh, you were there, you in the Rizzo? Oh, he said, listen, don't just fill out the application. Don't worry about an interview.
Right.
Just come on in. Because I take his word. We should be living ourselves like that. Holy and acceptable.
Yes.
Ready for the war. We can't war with our co-workers because we're doing the same thing they doing.
Yes, sir.
And then when we act like we want to go to war, they say, you can't tell me nothing.
Come on now. Jesus.
Come on.
Not tonight. Not after tonight. If that's you, make up your mind that I'm going into my workplace tomorrow with the mindset and I'm looking at every demon, because you know what demonic spirits on your job. If you go home tonight, you know what demonic spirits in your house, and say, how dare you defy
Yes, sir.
the army of the living God. So now we have to also understand another very familiar passage in Ephesians chapter 6.
Yes, sir.
And see, now that we got our minds right, now what we have to do, the Bible talks about in Ephesians chapter 6 verse 13 tells us, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day,
Yes, sir.
and having done all to stand. So what that's telling me is this: if I got the whole armor of God on, not some of it, not one piece of it, but if I got it all on, all I got to do is stand. Because I can withstand everything that come at me in this evil day. You say, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. The breastplate of righteousness. And I want to believe that the reason why the breastplate is of righteousness, because righteousness has to be in your heart.
Right.
It has to be in your heart. Righteousness is not a mind thing. Righteousness is a heart thing. That for God I live, for God I die. God, whatever it is that's not like you, take it out of me. And mean it. From the heart, not from the head. We change our minds every single day about things. But it's hard to change your heart. It's hard to change something that you love and have compassion for. Right now, I can make up my mind that I don't want to do something. But if it's in my heart to do, I'll probably go back to it. So we have to put on the breastplate of righteousness. We have to gird our loins with the truth. Everything about you has to be the truth. I'm going to give y'all a perfect example, and I've told y'all this before. The reason why I try to live my life the way I live it, the same that you see me in here, the same way you're going to see me out there. There's several instances. I just ran into Abigail in the store a few days ago. Now watch this. What would it be if I'm standing up here talking all of this and she seen me almost trip over run into somebody watching some woman? I promise everybody in here, you'll never catch me doing nothing like that. Because it's in my heart not to do it.
Right.
Not because I'm standing up here and you see me. I don't care if you see me. I don't have to change nothing I do.
Right.
I'm me all day, and it feels good to be able to do it.
Right.
It feels good. I don't have to put on a facade when I come in here.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
I'm me all day, every day. Nothing changes. Nothing changes because it's in my heart. It's in my heart. I love God. He brought me from too far. Yes, I love my wife and she's beautiful, but it's God that keep me from doing those types of things. So we have to gird our loins with truth. And then it says, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. You got to always be prepared to carry the gospel of peace with you. Wherever I walk, there should be peace. I'm prepared for it. I'm prepared for it. Only people I'm trying to war against is the enemy. I want peace to follow me. I want to be the peace in the middle of the storm, right along with God. Now, I can't be the peace in the middle of your storm, but I can be the peace in the middle of my storm and be right there with God and say, that don't move me.
Yes. Yes, God.
Say what you want to say. I got peace.
Jesus.
I got peace of mind. Lie if you want to lie. I got peace of mind.
Yes, Lord.
I challenge anybody. Say that you know something, or I was doing something, or whatever. I'm going to be at peace with it.
Jesus.
And watch this. I'm going to be at peace either way. Because if I did do it, I'm going to say, you're right. Pray with me.
Jesus.
Yeah, you seen me do that. Yes, I said that. I tell y'all right now, anything I say to anybody in here, I do it and will be able to stand in front of my leader and say, yeah, Chief, I said that.
Come on.
One or two things gonna happen. Either he gonna say, you did right, son, or he gonna say, you did wrong, son, and you can't do that.
Right.